Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Finale. In this video, we will talk about Donovan Showtime. Ratings. Donovan has always been a critically acclaimed show which has been nominated for the Primetime Emmy Awards 4 times. It received generally positive reviews from TV show rating sites such as Rotten Tomatoes and Metacritic. Looking at the ratings, one cannot imagine why a sensible network such as Showtime would cancel a show that was doing so well on all fronts.
Bodyguards, private detectives. It's just that Ray sort of does a little bit of everything, and there have been guys, particularly in the...
Season 7. Admittedly, Season 7, which finished airing during January of this year, had the lowest number of US viewers in the history of the show, but almost 1 million viewers were still watching the show. The season dealt with Ray working hard to become the man his family could depend on. He finally has to struggle to find a balance between fixing his client's life and fixing his own. The season came with a lot of haunting revelations about the character's past, and in the season finale, Ray also learns that his sister Bridget was pregnant when she jumped off a roof and took her life. He also learns uncomfortable truths about how Jim Sullivan treated his sister. Carrie reveals that he has been contemplating taking his own life. Ray kills Sullivan after using a ruse to get him into his office. There is a deadly crossfire between the Donovans and the Sullivans, which kills the fan favorite Smitty and DeClan as they get caught up in it. Daryl, Ray's younger brother, comes close to killing his father. The episode brought into light of a lot of trauma that the Donovan family had to face over the years, and now after the events of the finale, there is more to add to the pile. It does bring an end to the Bridget storyline, but the ending of the remaining characters leads to more questions than answers. The finale puts characters in new places and changes their dynamics. Seeing how that planned out was something that the fans were hoping to see in Season 8.
Tear this apart, and then come after you.
Found a problem.
Detective Perry, homicide.
Season 8. The cast and crew of the show were as blindsided by the cancellation as the fans were. In an interview with Deadline a few weeks before the cancellation of Gary Levine, Showtime's co-president of entertainment signaled that the show might be ending soon. In later reviews, the writing team, cast, and production crew all seemed to hint that the end was near, but they could never assume that it was this close. It was assumed that the 8th season was going to be the final season for the show, and that the writers will end on a place that provides closure to the audience. It is usual for writers to properly write off their characters at the end of the series, which is what expected to happen with Showtime's popular show Homeland. David Hollander, the show's executive producer, accepted in an interview with The Vulture that the Season 7 finale was by no means a proper goodbye. Unfortunately, it appears that the network refused to give the show the chance to end properly.
That question of class
Details of the cancellation. On the 4th of February 2020, it was announced that Ray Donovan had been canceled. Everyone was blindsided by this information. We could have noticed the signs before this news though. The Season 7 run was shortened to just 10 episodes when all the previous seasons had 12 episodes. The show is also losing its audience, and apparently that was the last straw for the executives at Showtime. Holland still believes that the cancellation might have more to do with the network politics rather than anything being wrong with the show. After all, it was still the network's most watched show in the 2019 and 2020 season. The prime reason for the show's cancellation might be that the network changed hands after a merger between CBS and Viacom, and the new owners might not feel like they were getting enough out of the show. The corporate elements of the show business are something that remains hidden from the rest of the world, and as long as that is the case, we might never fully understand the wisdom behind the decision to cancel Ray Donovan. This is not the end for Ray Donovan. The news of cancellation followed a social media uproar with fans demanding that the show be picked up again so that the cliffhanger of the last season is resolved. A week after the cancellation, Live Schreiber, the actor who plays Ray Donovan on the show, took to Instagram to show support for the fans campaigning to renew the show and announced that there will be more Ray Donovan. On July 19th, he announced that they were still working on it. On August 19th, he finally announced the big news everyone has been waiting for. He announced that the team was writing a Ray Donovan movie. Showtime has refused to comment on the situation, while Holland still claims that as long as the contracts of the people involved in the show are still valid, then anything is possible. It is not clear whether the movie Schreiber alluded to will be released in cinemas or on TV, and if it will be released on TV, whether it will still be broadcasted on the same network or be picked up by another one. These are questions that the decision makers of Ray Donovan still have to answer, but one thing's for sure, we are not about to see any new Ray Donovan content anytime soon, especially while the industry is closed down due to COVID-19.
I had a contract drawn up to buy you and your services, lock, stock, and barrel.
I'm not for sale. You're looking for a strong hand, Paige. Some break bones for you.
This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen, because I'm sure you'll love them.